Okay, you can see clearly that the ratio of the number John has to the number of Melvin has for the buttons, right? Okay, let me draw at first. John wait is 3. John is 3. Melvin is 2. So it's 3 unit to 2 unit. If John give Melvin, that means John minus 4 buttons, and here add 4, right? If the ratio becomes 8 unit to 7 units. Okay, that's why I said we have to ask ourselves what is not changed. Can we see that when this one changed to this one, it's because there is a giving away of 4 buttons. So John changed? Yes, John changed. So John cannot be used. I cannot now, at this case, I cannot use John for me as a clue to solve the problem. Then what about this? From Melvin, at first it's 2 unit to 7 unit. Yes, it's changed. But is it really changed? It really changed because there is additional of 4 buttons that is from John. So I cannot use Melvin in this case to serve as a clue for me to solve the problem. Then I will ask myself, will this difference change? Will this difference change? Yes, definitely it will change, right? Because there's this giving of this one over to here. So the proportion will change. I cannot use this as well. Another thing is I ask myself, will this change? What is this? The total of John and Matthew buttons at first and the total of John and Matthew buttons after that. Oh, the total at first will not change. The total at first will be also equals to the total at last. Because they did not give away. They only give internally. So the total will remain the same. So, okay, now I say, then you will tell me, okay, what is the total at first? Total at first is 5 unit here, right? Because of 3 plus 2. What about total here? The total here is 15 units because of 8 plus 7. It's different what? Yes, that's the clue. Because you know that by principle, it shouldn't change. So what can I do now? I can use this as a clue. I must change this to 15. Then I can start comparing. How do I change? This one times 3. So it becomes 15 unit and 15 unit. Hula, I can start my solving of the problems. So here as what I say, here is times 3. Here is times 3. Then I will have what? Over here, when the remodeling do, I will have 9 units. And here I will have 6 units. Okay? 6 units. So you know very clearly that this one I just draw down, okay, so you can compare. But there's no change here because I didn't change anything here. 8 unit and 7 unit. 7 unit. Okay. So from 9 unit to 8 units, right? It's because I give away 4 buttons. Okay? So I can use this already. Now I can use this to compare. So 9 units minus 8 units is equals to 4 buttons. So 1 unit in this case is equals to 4 buttons. So how many units does John have? John is over here, right? If I put 7 times 4 is 28 buttons. Okay? So over here is 28 buttons. Maybe you were to ask me, how you check if your 28 buttons is correct? I can check the ratio. So here is John, right? 28 buttons. If over here, sorry, here is Melvin. Melvin is 28 buttons. So John here is, John is asking about John, right? 8 times 4 will be 32. Okay? So John here is 32. Am I right? But then if you come back here, so here is 9. John here will be 9 times 4, right? 9 times 4 will be 36, right? Yeah, 36. Then Melvin will be 6 times 4, 6, 12, 18, 24. Can you see clearly? First, how I check? 36 to 32 is actually minus 4 buttons. It's what I know is because John gave 4, right? And this one should have increase of 4. Melvin, there's an increase of 4. Yes. Okay, if you are still not convinced, then we do the ratio. 36 will be 36 divided 2 will be 18, right? Then 12, and then here is 3, and here is 2. So 3, 2. Is it the same as this? Then what about this? Once you have actually do all this, you will be very convinced already. But please, if your concept is correct, there's no need for you to check. You can check when you have the time during your examination, okay? And then this slowly you can reduce to 16. Here is 14. Then here is 8. Here's 7. So I know that John has 32 buttons. Okay? If we ask how many buttons does John have at first will be 32 at 4 equals 36 buttons. But now has only 32 buttons.